What's up, Goblin Nation? It's Jibrian back with another video. It's been a little too peaceful, probably because no one's uploading because the Rell seeds won't give us any new updates, so it's gotten kind of dry lately, so I'm here to spice things up. Today we're going to be going over someone else's video so I can start some drama and hopefully some beef, since I'm a little hungry. Lately I've been seeing all kinds of videos about Rell seeds pop up, people giving their opinions, that sort of thing, and there's just been this big wave of negativity, so I decided to pick out one specially selected video and see if I agree with any of the points they make, or maybe I just roast them. We'll see. Today we'll be reacting to Why Is Rell Seeds Doing This by YouTuber Atlas the Relic. Check out their channel, even if you don't disagree, at least they're producing content when pretty much no one else is. Now, I'm not entirely sure why we're getting our takes on Rell seeds from a guy who can't even decide whether or not Jujutsu Infinite is good or not, Come on, bro. Make up your mind. Alright, let's jump into the video.
Alright, boys. I know.
So, right away, I have a big problem with the way he starts the video. He says, I know, but he definitely doesn't know, and I'm not entirely sure anyone knows right now.
It's been a whole year since I posted. Crazy, I know.
So right here, I think he was trying to do the whole I haven't posted since last year bit that people always do on New Year's, but he said it wrong and completely butchered the delivery, saying he hasn't posted in a year, meaning 365 days, so a bit of a low IQ take on this one.
Let's talk about Rell seeds actually. Where the heck is it? They said they were going to give more frequent updates last month, and we haven't received an update since.
Okay guys, I can't lie, he's kind of spitting here. I mean, the amount of times Rell Bros have said they're going to give us more info or they're going to be more open from now on, and then just don't give us anything for like a month or two. I mean, you can't even count it on your hands at this point. I understand delays, but I mean, at some point, give us something, or at least don't keep telling us that you're going to start giving us more and get our hopes up. I mean, that's the only reason people actually get mad, is because they tell us they're going to do one thing and then they just don't.
The only thing they've really updated us about is the Blockstreet scam.
This is so funny because it's so true. Rell Games loves to talk shit on other developers anytime they have a controversy.
That was it. We have not received a Rell seeds sneak as the public. The subs have seen sneaks. They've been given the sub sneaks, but they said they were going to give the public more sneaks too. But I guess they lied. Once again, they completely lied to our faces.
Now, this is the point where I actually do kind of feel like they're lying, because giving us sneaks or more info is something that they completely have control over, and they could basically do it in like an hour if they wanted to. Just go in games, snap some screenshots, post them to the subs, post them to the public, whatever they want. I've seen people say that delaying the game and saying it was going to come out in December but then it gets delayed, that's lying. I don't really think a delay is lying. I think a delay is more like they were just wrong, like they just thought they had enough time. But yeah.
They lied. Straight up. They said December this game was going to come out. And then they didn't publicly announce it in their Discord at all that the game was being delayed until December rolled around.
Yeah, this is pretty lame too. Like the fact that they only told us the month everyone is expecting it. Like there were people that were still excited saying it could release any day now. And then they read the news that it's delayed and it's like, well, you guys knew you weren't going to make the deadline, so you should have told us sooner to expect a delay at least, And it's not like it was just like a month delay, because we're already halfway through January. So it's not like it got pushed back a month. They knew they had a lot more to work on, so they could have told us like October, like they could have told us they weren't going to hit the deadline months before they actually did, and that kind of sucks.
They literally didn't talk about, hey, we're not releasing in December. They just said that they were moving on to the testing phase in December.
So I've been following Rell seeds for like 2 years now, and a little weird development quirk I've noticed is that they don't really repeat themselves when they should. So they did say like in the chats to other people that the game probably won't be coming out December. So anyone that was following it probably knew it was getting delayed, but then they make an announcement saying that it's getting delayed way after that. You know what I mean? So it's like they don't want to repeat themselves. So unless you're following every one of their tweets or conversations in the actual Discord, you're gonna miss a lot of crucial info about delays. So I'm sure they thought that people knew the game was getting delayed, but then all of a sudden they hit us with like an announcement, and we're like, whoa, what?
I just think it's crazy that we've waited almost 2 years. No, it's been 2 years. 2 years for a Roblox game.
I do think it's a little unfair to be like, it's a Roblox game, so it shouldn't be 2 years. Rell Seas is kind of the first of its kind game that's like as big and as ambitious as it is. So we don't really have a good example for how long it should take, They could actually be going pretty quick compared to another developer, Oh, and by the way, I've been paying them for the last 2 years because I'm a gold sub. So that's a lot of money I've thrown away because I didn't know the game would take this long to come out.
I really hope this game is worth all the hype, because we've been waiting a while. We have been waiting a while. Now, if you're wondering where these guys have been, they're still on Twitter, like my last video showed. They've been on Twitter. I'll show you a couple sneaks. This
is absolute facts. They are always tweeting.
And then I'll get into my real thoughts on this game at this point. So the new sneak is this thing. This lion?
That is the ugliest thing I have seen in my entire life. And I'm pretty old.
With something wrong with it, is all I'm gonna say. Now, the next sneak we have is actually something swearing, so it is not for the faint of heart, so look away right now.
I like how he says this as if kids are watching. We all know Roblox is an adult 18 plus game, so it's kind of weird that he made this disclaimer here, since only adults are going to be watching this video anyways.
Apparently we're gonna have Den Den Mushies in the game, and there's also another sneak of a Den Den Mushi of Skitty saying I'm gay, so I guess Skitty's gay. Now this video is not for the faint of heart, so look away. It's just them messing around and testing.
So this is why the game got delayed, huh? Because they're just messing around instead of actually developing their frickin' game? This is a joke, obviously, but someone's gonna comment thinking I'm serious.
Which is what we all want to do. And then there's another thing where they ran into a bug apparently, and there's just a dude floating there. I don't know how he did it, but in the background we see a bunch of stuff, and I mean a bunch of stuff. We see like a floating flame pillar, not a floating flame pillar, just a flame pillar.
Hey buddy, a little bit of a tip for you. Maybe show the thing you're talking about. I know you're kind of new to this, but thought I'd give you some advice from a wise old man like me who's been on the platform for 18 years already. So
oh, there is one more sneak that I have to show you, which is just showing off the clothing. There's really not much going on. Now, that's been it for the sneaks. My thoughts about this game right now is that the hype is declining, which is a good thing. It is a good thing that the hype is declining, because we do not need everybody and their mother hype for this game, thinking the game is gonna bring a golden age to Roblox. I was a victim of that too.
I've seen this before, people saying, too much hype can ruin a game because people's expectations get too high, but I don't know if I fully agree. I mean, obviously that's true sometimes, but I feel like a lot of the fun of games like this is the hype. Like, being excited for the game almost feels like playing it in a weird way, if you know what I mean, especially being part of the community. I mean, you get crews out here that are already forming and making big alliances, and obviously none of them have played the game, so I feel like hype is pretty important. Obviously you need the actual game to keep it going long term. Like, if it keeps getting delayed, you obviously can't just keep the hype going forever. So I think there'll always be dips and like peaks, but I don't know, I feel like when we get closer to release, the hype will come back a lot.
I honestly overhyped the game in my own mind. But now, after seeing Jujutsu Infinite and how that was, and it was just kind of a bandit beater. I was gonna do more videos on it, but it was just kind of a bandit beater, and I saw a lot of people didn't really like the game.
So this kind of annoys me. I know, obviously I'm not going to go too hard against him here, but I've seen people using the word bandit beater to describe Jujutsu Infinite. It's not a bandit beater, it's grindy. You farm bosses and run through missions to like get drops and stuff. A bandit beater is a very specific thing, okay? A bandit beater is you going to a mission guy, getting a mission to kill 5 bandits, doing that, going back to the mission guy and repeating until you level up, and then you go to a new area and you get another mission to beat up 5 guys. Like, you understand? It's a bandit beater because all you do is beat bandits. Jujutsu Infinite has bosses and mission mechanics. And like, if we keep changing the definition of a bandit beater, then Rell Seas is going to be a bandit beater too, because you fight groups of enemies. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we need to be very clear on what a bandit beater is and not change the definition. Like, you can say Jujutsu Infinite is too grindy, but that's a different criticism. But
a lot of people are still playing it, obviously trying to level up. But I don't think I'm gonna post Jujutsu Infinite anymore. Maybe I'll post when they come up with that Christmas update they're talking about, but I don't know.
So this is actually 100% a lie. The real reason he stopped posting Jujutsu Infinite videos is because I beat him in a 1v1 and he started crying and asking his mom for help, and his diaper got wet, and then he just started sucking on his thumb like a little kid. So that's why he stopped uploading Jujutsu Infinite vids. Okay, don't let him get away with this.
But seriously guys, Rell C's hype is declining. Now, I don't really know if this is a good thing. I said it was a good thing earlier, literally in the last sentence. But I don't know how much of a good thing that is, because this game, the hype was kind of bringing quality. You know what I mean? Like the devs were like, oh shoot, we got to bring more quality to this game. Now obviously they're already bringing more quality to the game, and honestly it's already at the point where it can be released. I feel like it just needs to be tested and get those bugs out. But
I fully agree here. I don't think they need to keep adding stuff to Rell C's. The game can honestly release once they put all the stuff in it and patch out the bugs. I think like any future big stuff they want to add should be like, you know, big content updates, you know? Like you can do updates to the game that add new mechanics. Like you don't have to wait for the game to release, you know? You can do it after the game releases, is my point.
it's actually crazy how much hype this game gained. Like everybody was talking about Rell C's at one point. And I'm kind of thankful the hype is dying, but not thankful at the same time because, you know, I make videos on the game. What am I supposed to do when the hype completely dies? You know, I know the hype isn't going to completely die, but there's a possibility in a couple of years, or a year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know how long the lifespan of this game is going to be.
Rell C's will last forever. It's never going to die. It's going to last like 10 plus years until we're all old people, and then we'll still be playing Rell C's. And then, you know, we'll probably also be playing Nindon the entire time, since don't forget they're also working on that after this. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
I hope it's long, but they're just releasing so much content on release. 2 to 4 C's, are you kidding me? Most games only have 1 or 2. That's crazy to me. Now I'm hoping this is like East Blue, West Blue, you know, the whole thing. But yeah, that's kind of been it from me. I kind of stretched this video out longer than it needed to be, but if you're still here, thank you for being here. Anyways, that's been it from me. Peace. Have a good one.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that fish outro goes kind of hard, the way it like splashes into the water and actually creates a splash effect. I don't know who came up with that, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I'll give you that. And that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This one was obviously like a react video, so it was a little different, but I think it's kind of fun to interact with the community outside of just my commenters. So maybe I'll react to other YouTube videos. If people enjoyed this one, I'll make more. Obviously, I'm not just going to become a react channel, but you know, it's kind of fun to make a video like this while I wait for news or something I can actually talk about. So yeah,